How do you get to zero? How do you get to zero?
The most important secret in the universe.
I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
It'd be interesting to ask you, how do you get to, is this on? Yeah, how do you get to zero? How do you get to zero? By choice, she says. By love, by cleaning. What are ways to clean? I love you. Thank you. Hawaii. Forgive me, somebody said. Blue water, I'm sorry. What are some other ways to clean? Plants. Ha breathing, somebody said. Yes. Yeah, somebody said blue water. Somebody wants to eat chocolate. I heard chocolate come up. Yeah, hands went up, chocolate.
Use your card to
Use my business card.
Hawaii.
Yeah, somebody said Hawaii, so forth. So, yeah, they're changing mics and stuff over here. Is what's going on. So what we're trying to do is clean, clean, clean. So we go to the whiteboard. There are some other tools that come in handy. One of them is a Seaport pin, a Seaport sticker. I have one on my phone right now. He's probably wearing one, but I don't see it on him right now. It says blue dot. Craig Prime is probably wearing one on his shirt, I think. A few people are wearing these. This is something that came to Dr. Hew Len through inspiration. And the Seaport itself is spelled C-E-E-P-O-R-T. And it as I remember, means clean, erase, erase as you return to port. Clean, erase, erase as you return home. And I buy these stickers. I actually have one on my wallet, and I have one on my computer, I have one on the license plates of my cars, and they are cleaning tools, so even while I'm driving around, you want me to do something here? I'm hearing different things. So even while I'm driving around, I'm doing the cleaning. In the book, Zero Limits, I talk about a car salesman who goes and sticks those things all over the dealership. He sticks those stickers underneath cars, underneath desks, underneath chairs, in the ceiling. He puts them all over the dealership. And he credits that with cleaning the environment so that he has the highest sales of Lexus luxury cars in the United States. And all you do is stick those on something that's close to you. Yes?
I'd like to give a testimony about, just because I want to share this with you guys, because all of you should have a C4 pin. Do I need to wait for the money?
Is the roving mic now working?
Can I speak very loud?
She wants to give a testimony.
Sure.
I just wanted to let you guys know. Can you hear me? No.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Emma and I came up with, all right, yeah, this is, okay. This pin, the C4 pin, is the most amazing thing. I think I had told you guys yesterday, this is not working. I think I had told you guys yesterday about the C4 pin. Just be prepared, because when Emma and I was complaining because it took about a week to get to me, right? It was about a week, and Emma and I were trying to work on these workshops that we're trying to organize, and I was like, oh my goodness, it still hasn't gotten here. I went out to the mailbox, and we were frustrated. We had been working for some time. We got these pins, and right away we came up with all these brilliant ideas. Aside from that, I had gotten some before, and I'm telling you, in a space of maybe about a month and a half, 2 months, our lives have changed drastically. So I think it's the continual, cleaning and whatever. Each one of you has to get one. And no, I'm not being paid to do this. I mean, it's just amazing, seriously. Yeah.
So what the Seaport represents, again, I'm walking every evening. As I walk by, there are 483 trees in my path. I walk by and I say ice blue, and I touch the tree, and the tree will do a treatment on me. So I go to the next tree, ice blue, another treatment. So I've been doing it for about 4 years, so I've gotten to know the trees. They have different names. Some of them are kind of feisty. Some of them have different personalities. But the seaport, sea means clean. E means erase. E means erase. And port means to come home to heaven, paradise. And that's what her experiences are. So as you clean, the divinity begins the process of erasing. So now you're back into the void, what Buddha called the void, what Shakespeare calls blank. And so once you get into the void, and as my friend Aokoa is talking about, then you experience bliss. This is called inspiration. It's called, in the Buddhic term, bliss. So, did I miss anything up here? Any cleaning tool I might have missed? Somebody can come up here and write it on the board. Okay. So I'm just going to put my name up here. If you pronounce it correctly, it's the cleaning tool. I'm going to put my friend Oakua's name up here. If you pronounce it correctly, Okua, if you pronounce it correctly, it becomes a cleaning tool. Yeah. So it's important that you make sure that you've got a correct name, and if you're not clear, you can just clean on it. Okay? Now, the secret is, but got a shock on that. The secret is the most important relationship is between the mother and child. That's the secret. Where the mother is stuck in memory, and like Buddha says, you experience suffering. With Shakespeare, you experience tragedy. Like in Hamlet, they all die at the end because they were meant to die. That's the script they followed. They couldn't get out of the script, but you can get out of the script. So now the mother says, this is the mother, and the mother says to the child, every day of her life she's having this dialogue, we don't have to suffer. And I have caused you to suffer by engaging. The knowledge that I have, it says I can know, but you can't know, because it's only 15 out of 15 million. So the mother has no idea what's going on, and she doesn't have to. That's the job of the divinity. That's divinity's job. So the mother can give up, the intellect can give up knowing. So now instead of engaging, which is the hook, so I went to England, and one of the things I noticed that on their parasol or their umbrella, they had a hook. So there was an English guy rattling off what the Hawaiians call diarrhea. Now, and I said to him, finally, you know, do you know what colonization is? Anybody know what colonization is? The definition. Okay. So I said, there's excuse me, there's an important quote that goes that the sun never sets on the British flag. Anybody hear that? And so that's what happens. What happens is that we're colonizing. So this is a virus. These are viruses. And because we hold on to them, we have colonized other people with it. Not good news. Because divinity says, hello, you should let go. So now I'm talking to the child. I'm saying to the child, we can say, I love you. Who are we saying, trying to be simple, who are we saying I love you to? The virus. Remember what Jesus said, love your enemies? Our only enemy is the virus. Remember what Shakespeare says, these rebel powers that, so you're talking to the child, keeping it real simple. I love you will trump this. And that's all you have to say to the child. So you're constantly talking, and you're walking the child through all of these, and you're doing it. You're being very patient. You're saying to the child, as you work with the child, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me a chance to really fall in love with you again. So this is the mother talking away. And here are some of the tools that we can ask the divinity. We can petition divinity. By the way, do you know the definition of prayer? Okay. So you're actually praying, and the Aramaic for the prayer is to create space. Okay? So as you're petitioning divinity, you're giving divinity a chance to do a prayer which is to eliminate all opposition to itself. So these work beautifully, but it works more beautifully if the mother is willing to take the time to talk and to teach the child these processes. But if you ask questions which the child has heard before, it's going to be stuck. So the key or the secret is fall in love with your child, get it to help you, and at some point it will do 1 through 9 for you, day in, day out, moment by moment, and you can give up doing the cleaning. You don't have to complain. I have to say I love you all the time. Yeah. So now you've got the child on automatic, and every morning I get up in the morning, I talk to it, I take out my medicine bag. Maybe I didn't bring it. So I have a medicine bag that I bring out, but I didn't bring it, I guess. And I go through the process. So if I've got the fern in there, I'll take it out and say, now remember, this fern is how this works. It works on memories that have to do with supervirus. I'm talking to it. So if I come to the seaport, I'll do the same thing. Remember now, here's how it works. So the secret is, the most important secret in the universe is the relationship between the mother and child. Now, how do you see this? Well, you see that in the Catholic Church, the religion, Mary and Jesus. Well, you have a Mary and Jesus in you. So the idea is just to talk. So it has to do with weight, has to do with being depressed, has to do doing with you're not good enough. Ugh. And so if you follow me, one of the things I have in my medicine bag is dried strawberries. Then I have another thing in my medicine bag for me, and all you need, by the way, is one molecule. Can I say that to you? Not one strawberry, one molecule. So sometimes I just take it out and lick it, put it back in my pocket, except it gets messy, you know? So blueberry is, well, this will open angelic kingdoms. That means it'll open up dimensions that otherwise would not open unless you eat this stuff. It's called blueberry. So all of a sudden, different dimensions open, and your mind can move through it. Otherwise, what happens, here's zero, here's divinity, but you got stuff blocking it, and the divinity cannot open up ways so that these things open up for you. Yeah. Did I miss any other cleaning tool? I'm sorry? Hot chocolate. Yeah. So hot chocolate. The purpose of hot chocolate is to put God first instead of the world. So we're always saying this is what we want, but divinity says if you want me, boy, you got the best game in the town, you know. Yeah. So the chocolate erases memory of eons of putting the world, putting money first, putting like that. But my God, if you put the divinity first, you cannot believe what will happen. Yeah, so that's hot chocolate. I'm sorry? Corn? The blue corn. Yeah. Blue cornmeal. It has to be cornmeal that's made by arrows. It has to be made by the company called Arrow. I know you won't ask me why, thank God. Yeah? But the blue cornmeal is incredible. I had a person who has a very large company, and it was having all kinds of problems administratively. Nobody took responsibility. So I said, well, if you would, everybody else would. He went, huh? And so the way we did it with him, which you can do, is you get a little bottle, or a big bottle. Better to get a little bottle. Get a little bottle, and this has to be plastic. It can't be metal. Ask me why. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So now what you want to do is fill it up with tap water. I know you won't ask me why. I don't know. And then you put a pinch of the blue cornmeal into the tap water and you cap it. And no matter where you go, so if you're here at this hotel, you just take it out and you put it somewhere in the room, and this thing will create a vortex and suck whatever it is, earthbound spirits, entities, or whatever, like that. I hope somebody's not going to commercialize this stuff. Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say leave it open? Cap it?
Cap it. Yep. Yep. It's an incredible cleaning tool. For example, a friend of mine's had a mother in a nursing home. I mean, she was really in bad shape. Have you ever been to a nursing home? I know you fell in love with them, didn't you? Yeah. So he put one of them, that was funny. He put one of these things in her room, and in a couple of weeks she came home. I mean, she was spry. I mean, really. But if we hold people as old and sick, then we're going to be saddled with them. But just boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Did I forget anything? Yes. Wait, we need to.
Did you want to say something?
That's okay, I'll just I had a couple, I wanted to share about a couple of the participants in the Zero Limits group seminar that I did. One woman has a 5-year-old daughter who has an affliction where she was unable to move her body. She's very, very intelligent, but she couldn't move at all. She couldn't lift an arm. And she did the Zero Limits program, and her daughter was able to lift her arm in front of her and to actually grab onto things, which, according to the doctors, was impossible. She would never do it. Another woman had broken her ankle at the second session, and actually wasn't in the session, and a week later was out of her cast. The doctor said because we did it, we all cleaned, and because of her cleaning, and the doctor said that they'd never seen anything heal that fast.
Yeah. If you have any kind of bone problem, you have to realize what's the percentage of water in a bone? Water. Yeah, pretty high. So if you have brittle bones, it's because you're not drinking enough water. So you should not have arthritis. You shouldn't have any of these things, because the problem is you're not drinking enough water, and if you drank enough water, you'd put a lot of people out of business. I mean, really. But the idea, it would be better to drink Blue Solar because you're going to get to the cause of the problem. And the cause of the problem is not the effect. So here's the cell, which is an effect. The problem is in the subconscious of the cell. So you have this playing, and so this goes out of rhythm. It just goes out. This is what is called cancer. So the idea is when you drink the Blue Soul water is to hit that so that divinity can erase it. You're back to zero. Now the cell gets remade by the divinity. It gets remade again because now the inspiration comes down and the cell has its back into its regular rhythm. And that's all you have to just drink the water. So I see some of you have maybe arthritic kind of conditions, osteoporosis, all that sort of, but you're not drinking enough water.
Ho'oponopono. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. If you haven't heard of it, brace yourself, because it's the most powerful, the most transformational, the most magical, the most miraculous technique I've ever come across. I'm Dr. Joe Vitale. I've written 80 books. I've recorded 15 albums. I have 200 some products. I have a coaching program, certification programs, but nothing ever has had the impact in my life as Ho'oponopono has. I've been teaching it to other people since around 2005. There is great depth to it, though it's very simple. On the very superficial level, there's really only 4 phrases, and you're kind of saying them as a quiet prayer or petition. But there's so much more to it than that. And what I really want you to do is check it out. I want you to check it out for you, your family, your friends, and ultimately for the world. It's that powerful. And as I like to say, expect miracles.
I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.